Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we just finished last mission and kind of left things hanging, so this is what I'm thinking. We're looking at terrible materials for us to move forward and get anything accomplished. So what I'm thinking is, we also have some lack of stamina that's quite evident on this team after that rough last mission that we had rescuing that armadillo. So this is what I'm thinking. We have a lot of exploration sites down here, and we also have a lot of safe, I guess what you would call safe havens over here that have question marks on them that may even yet reveal more exploration sites. In fact, there's even a couple more up here if we need more time to increase a little more stamina. Then we can go all out on exploring, hopefully correcting some of our material situations over here. And that's what I'm planning to do with this team over here. And I think both these ships down here, the Manticore 1 and the Manticore 2, they both have the FAR M modules. So as we're flying around, our low stamina on 3 of us will be able to at least climb back up. And before we get doing that, let's just hop in here for this guy. We're going to give him aimed burst first over onslaught, and we're going to do that. And there we go. And then we'll hang on and pick up onslaught after that, which is still a very important perk. But boy, I like playing around with that aim burst. At least when I have enough ammo in my gun. Yeah, at least when there's enough ammo. So that's the plan with the team down here. We're going to go from bump-de-bump-de-bump, gaining stamina, and at actually this first haven we're going to, we'll be able to trade some of our tech for materials to give us that first little bump. So that is the plan, my friends, for this team. Now we also have this other team flying down here to try and uncover some sites. So we have access down here because there is a new mist bloom happening in Australia. So I at least want a path down here. So in case there's some undiscovered haven down here we need to rescue, we have a way to reach it. So we're going to do that. But based on someone's comment, you may have noticed it, or if you don't read all the comments, that's fine too. That's why I'm here, I guess, to play it out. But I knew there was a change in the Saving Helena mission, where if you have good enough diplomacy with New Jericho, there's a new option that he may just give Helena to us without having to fight that battle. Now the thing is, I do not know what that diplomacy level needs to be, but in all my test playthroughs, I've never gotten supportive with New Jericho. There's always either Anu or Sinedria, and it just happens to be I've never gained the support of the Big Daddy over here. We have it now. So what I'm going to do is detach one of our ships over here to fly over there and just see if we're high enough. If we're not, we'll rejoin the team and keep searching around. But I'm thinking we'll send Tomas, Terrible, Enriquez, and Airhawk over there to check out this mission and see if we're able to do it without a fight. And then we'll keep the other 2 ships just moving on as they are to see if we can uncover, with this question mark, uncover any more exploration sites down here. I think that still leaves us, oh yeah, within the speed of this, and then one more. Yeah, we got enough soldiers in case of the worst case scenario, an ambush, to hold our own. So I think that's a wise move. And if we need to, we can temporarily park the ship with those 2 soldiers back over at the base to train a little till everybody else catches back up. So there, I've come up with a big master plan on what we're going to do. So it starts out right down here. We're going to fly over here, and the Manticore 1's going to do the same. And I think we are ready to get ourselves a-moving.
Research complete.
And there we go. Phoenix Aerial Combat Program. We have access to build ourselves weapons. We just don't have the ability yet with our lack of materials. But it's important that we get that progress going. So when we right the ship on resources, we can start protecting ourselves as necessary. Bogey, one of the flyers, has detached itself from the swarm. If it reaches a haven, it will wreak havoc on the civilians. We should attempt to triangulate its destination and set an armed aircraft on course to intercept. So it makes it seem they now have it set for that first research. That's when the first flyer comes out. So let's go find out if that's indeed the case. Yeah, Pandoran flyers. Pandoran flyer has separated itself from the festering skies. So we need to figure out where it's going and see about dealing with it. So let's get up there to the Aurora. If I can find the Aurora. There it is. So somewhere in there. Yeah, we'll just keep our eye on this ship as we're all flying along here. In fact, I'm going to slow the game down just a little bit so we can get a good read on where this thing is flying. And it's flying right towards us. Look at that. We're just going to sit here and wait. You can't ask for anything better than that. Okay, so we've made it here. Not sure if we got... I don't know if this is a new exploration set or not. But anyway, we're here to trade. And on this one, we're going to spend our food because we have an excess of food to be able to trade for materials. And I don't know. Yeah, there's no more materials to trade for now. So, yeah, food was the best choice for us in that situation. We are still sitting at 929, which is just fine. Let's get these two ships flying over here, the Manticore 2 and the Manticore 1. And while I'm thinking about it, let's get back over to the Aurora, and get ready for an air battle that's coming up. Okay, so we made it down to, I think it was a Synedrian haven down towards, well, headed in that Australian direction. Beloyanus recently suffered a breach. Small, tick-like parasites invaded the haven, causing extreme rage and confusion in anyone they attached themselves to. Synedrian doctors have already found a cure, but there is still a lot to repair. The exhausted and still somewhat shaky citizens are happy to see our operatives. Now, what do we have here? Well, we just barely picked up materials, so we could offer assistance with repairs. Argue that this shows coexistence with the new ecosystem is possible. Argue that this shows human beings need to adapt on a biological level. And just offer condolences. Well, since this is, I believe, a Synedrian haven, we're going to bite the bullet on what we're trying to collect here, materials, since we at least have some, and see about offering assistance with repairs. And we gain, as I was hoping, some more Synedrian attitude, and the haven leader likes us too. Citizen Soyinka thanks our operatives on behalf of the community. This will make a real difference. And look at that. We have a new haven and a new exploration site. So I think we're going to go straight to the exploration site. Do we have anything else that opened up down here? No, I don't know if this might be new too. I don't recall this being down here. So we can reach that. So we're going to go to the exploration site with these two ships, the Manticore 3 and whatever the other one is. Oh, we got to go the other way. And the Manticore 5. We're going to go explore here, see if we can come up with some more resources that we desperately need. Now, can we find our way back to the Aurora? And we, hopefully now, will have an air battle coming up pretty quick. Now, did I send... okay, I did send them. I had to make sure that I sent them flying after the trade. Okay, here is our first air battle. And what we have here is a napalm breath. Fortunately for us, the range is only 800 on that thing. This one, it's even shorter range at 200, but we can avoid and dodge this one. So all out, we'll be going against the napalm breath on this upcoming battle and see if we can take that out before we get damage over time, the burning damage. Okay, let's be true. No penalties to accuracy on this one. We just need to blam, 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 get this thing going. And our first shot is off. And we hit. And we took it out. We took it out. We took it out. So we don't have to worry. So this mission, or this battle, looks like it'll be well in hand. And I think we have the ability to shoot down our first, without guidance, Charun. And we've almost taken out the second one, the ram. One more hit, and I think it's gone. Okay, we don't even have to worry about dodging. Now all the rest will go towards the body, and we're going to take this baby down. All right, so congratulations to the Aurora. That is fantastic. Look at that too. We got back the food we spent on materials, so we're back up to $13.29 on food, which will come in handy when we're ready to start hiring, when we get more folks to hire within the barracks. And we gained some attitude with Disciples of Anu, because I think this took place over an Anu haven. So that is good too, because that was the lowest diplomacy we had out there. So this is the way. Let's just read the behemoth behavior, because it works slightly different in the game now. The behemoth harvests all the biomass that it encounters on its path, showing particular predilection for human havens. So any haven visited by a Pandoran flyer that successfully returns to the festering skies will be targeted for harvesting by the behemoth. Now, the difference is in the base game, that haven, or the haven that any behemoth goes to, had a good chance of being destroyed outright. Well, that will not happen early on. All that will happen is the behemoth will collect biomass, and once it collects enough, it will submerge into the ocean. So there's two ways to make it submerge. Just let it be and let it damage havens, which I don't think is the preferred method. Or shoot down flyers, as we've done now with 2 Charuns. So that part's still the same. We still want to disrupt the behemoth and send it away. And y'all can pause and read the different ways to do disruption points right here. So when it harvests over a haven and damages it, that's one disruption. It actually counts as a disruption point, part of its collection of biomass. So overall, we have 2 of our 7 needed. We have to shoot down, well, if they're all Charuns, we just need to shoot down 5 more. And what I'm going to do, since we use some ammo, and since we're so close, I'm actually going to bring this ship, because I don't know, does it auto-replenish ammo loads? There's a question for someone out there who knows. I think I got to come back to the base, and let's just plan on replenishing those shots that we used up on this thing. It's so close by. And in the meantime, let's get back down to, I think our next exploration site will be over here, and we're almost headed to see if we can rescue Helena too. So I think this will be our next event coming up.
Research complete.
Okay, I take that back. We've finished research. So we're getting some more new aircraft technology from, all of a sudden this is a priority for us. And it should unlock, yes, the new Jericho Air Force Division. So we're going to pop that one right up to the top, so we have access to new Jericho's weaponry, and one weapon in particular that can be quite useful in the early game. We're going to take a look at researching that also. Not that we really have the resources yet to be building much of anything, but we're searching, we're looking for it. So we can right the ship here in materials. Let's keep going. All right, we've made it to another haven over here called Feed the Hungry. Lately, the inhabitants of Lagash have been struggling to produce enough food for the entire population. Despite their best efforts, the field of transubstantiation is not growing properly. Their agnostes, who would normally find the source of such a problem, is unfortunately away on a pilgrimage. They plead for our help. So, once again, well, we actually have tech and food to spare, so they're actually not asking for materials here. I guess we always risk upsetting others, but this is, I think, a Haven-specific thing where we're helping them with a Haven-specific problem. So I would be surprised, I hope, because I don't want to ruin diplomacy with New Jericho as we're flying there to check it out. I'm going to investigate the problem and see if we can't help this Haven fix their problem. And yes, it is Haven-specific. We gain attitude with Disciples of Anu and a lot with the Haven. After a few experiments, our operatives determined that the problem lies with an unknown microorganism that has infested the Haven. Its metabolic waste includes several derivatives of cinnamic acid, which inhibit growth in the fungi the Disciples grow for food. Sounds, delectable, their food choice. Well, maybe not. Let's get flying up to this one. Oh, and I think we got a new exploration site down here also. So let's keep flying. We still need a little more stamina on our two weakest individuals here. So we're going to keep flying up and keep flying. And we'll keep our eyes open for a pop-up on any new flyer that may come up. Okay, we are back to replenish weaponry here. Yeah, I think that was just automatic. That's pretty automatic on that one, I'm pretty sure. So let's keep flying. Oh, and that's one thing. Did I get this? Oh, yeah, we're still exploring. I was thinking we're done down here. Okay, we made it to our next haven. No interesting tidbits, so we're just going to we'll search these three more just because I have a feeling we need a little more stamina growth before we can start all out exploring with these guys. Because, you know, I'd hate to get ambushed with no stamina at all. So that's why I'm playing and taking the safe route, to be quite honest, just to build back a little more stamina. And then, boom, 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 we can really start searching. And I'm thinking about finishing the search down here so we don't have to necessarily come down to the bottom tip of Africa anymore and stay more centrally located up north. So that's the plan. All right, the Forgotten. Our operatives have discovered the location of an abandoned lab. The doors appear to have remained sealed for at least 20 years. Unfortunately, it is impossible to ascertain the lab's purpose from the outside. So once again, I am thinking we need to break in, and that costs materials, unfortunately. Let's hope we gain some more materials back to offset that. And we don't. But we gain tech, which we definitely can trade for materials somewhere. And well, that's good. We gain research. The scientists who once worked in this lab are nothing but skeletons, starved to death long ago. It would seem they kept working to the end, trying to find a cure to the Pandora virus. As our operatives strip the base, they find a note left by the scientists. It's a short, simple message. Make it all mean something. And in the process, we lost a little stamina. But this team wasn't hurting for stamina, so that's okay. All right, so now we're just going to fly down here, and we have another site here to check out that maybe will give us another location of interest, and it's a source of trade for some of that tech we just picked up is what it looks like. So let's get our ships down here. The Manticore 5 and the Manticore 3. And we've made it to good news. We've made it to saving Helena. So this is the first time this has happened to me in all my testing and playing. Some of these situations, like saving Helena, have some different choices that, to be quite honest, make a lot of sense with the new Terror from the Void mod. So our latest intelligence suggests that New Jericho is keeping Dr. Lewandowski in a high-security lab. Secure the compound so that we can get the doctor and her invaluable work out of the hands of Tobias West. Well, we'll secure it with smiles and niceness because we have good relations now with Tobias West. So we're going to ask Tobias West to release Dr. Helena, which is good because this could be one hell of a tough mission. Otherwise, trust me, I know from experience. So we're going to see if he will release her to us. Yes. So, a message from Tobias West himself. We are passing on the custody of Dr. Helena to the Phoenix Project. I trust your judgment on the matter, but I advise you against diverting too many resources on digging into the past. The war of extermination against our species is in the present.
Decades were needed to get to this point. The old Phoenix Project didn't want to see. New Jericho didn't want to accept. I really hope the third time's a charm. We have always been so busy focusing on recent phenomena. We ran in circles, researching the myths, the Pandora virus, the thousands of mutations that appeared, but never searched for its true origins. We weren't the first to deal with this. Randolph's grandfather found evidence of sites and artifacts predating known history. With the ice caps melted, we stand a better chance of finding them than he ever did.
Okay, so the story unfolds and Helena saved. This can't be. Helena? You are alive? Your parents? We used to work together. We were friends. You probably don't remember me. You were so little. All right, so that was cool. That I like that new option to avoid a nasty little mission. Or what can be a nasty little mission. So we're going to fly you guys back over here in a holding pattern so you can train a little bit while we're waiting for the Australian excursion to get back up here and handle things that way. And we have some new research. Antediluvian archaeology. In fact, it's only 5 hours worth. So we're going to put it in the queue, although I'm still going to prioritize these two first. So we'll try to keep in our mind. In fact, let's just do this. Let's move it near the top because it's only a 5-hour thing. And we will keep Tiamat back up there and New Jericho Air Force ahead of it. And we'll debate later what order I want things in exactly after we finish our aircraft technology. But we're moving forward, guys. We are moving forward. Let's keep things going. Everybody else should still be flying.
Research complete.
Oh, and there's that extra research we picked up on that one exploration. And we already have this. And the Marauder AC-4 is not a bad little early gun from New Jericho. So it's nice to pick that one up. And if we end up facing a lot of those spikes, that's a nice little defensive module too.
Research complete.
Oh, and we got all the way to the Tiamat development now, so let's see. It unlocks their air game, and we'll put that back to the top. And then we'll have the air game researched and ready to go. At least the early stage air game researched and ready to go. And then, we'll finish up in this order, since that free research already almost researched antediluvian archaeology. So let's keep everybody flying again, and we'll keep looking for a pop-up for another flyer. Oh, Lord, I don't like seeing this guy. Mere anarchy. According to a rumor, a man in Sanhedrin Haven killed several people while hallucinating that he was being pulled into a tomb by the ghoulish creatures that had been haunting his dreams for several weeks. There is a similar rumor about a woman in a New Jericho Haven killing her family. It's not clear whether these are two similar incidents or whether both rumors are based on the same event. What's certain is that reports of visual and auditory hallucinations are increasing. Yeah, I can see the evidence of that on the faces of our own recruits. So let's see what else is in this story. You know, there's another pop-up right after this. Yes. So this is, I think, to do with delirium. I think that's why they colored it this way. So this is not a new void omen per se. This is just some changes with delirium. So havens in the mist can become infested instead of destroyed when attacked by the Pandorans. Infested havens accelerate Pandoran evolution. So we have to be aware of that. If we aren't able to get to haven defense in the mist and it's destroyed, it could become infested. So that's something to keep in the back of our minds when we're choosing what havens to try and defend. Okay. And actually, look, we've also lost our extra mist Void Omen. So I wonder if a new one's going to pop up here any moment. Well, I guess we'll find out as we continue exploring.
Research complete.
All right, our Anu winged warfare doctrine is done. You know, I'm not thrilled about a lot of their weapons, although if you don't mind a close-up game, I've heard some of the, you know, these close-up weapons can be okay, but that's just not my style of air game. And let's just drop in on everybody else, make it okay. We're almost there, and we made it here. So we wasted some time here. The good news is we're gaining stamina by wasting time. So let's just go here. Let's just see what the stamina is, so I know what we're dealing with. Oh, we're still only at 6. So yeah, we're gonna go here and here for sure with our teams here, the Manticore 1 and the Manticore 2, just to travel along, pick up new exploration site potentials, and gain stamina, and then we'll head back down for what we're really looking for. And we uncovered something else here, so we're going to send ourselves right over there. I don't know. Now, it doesn't look like, hopefully we'll pick up another site because we don't have the distance with our current airships to make it down to this haven. Okay, we got them both flying there, and we will do that exploration soon enough. And still no flyer here yet, and we'll keep our eyes here because we're almost there.
Research complete.
Okay, we finished antediluvian archaeology. Impossible weapons. A Vanadium company has an R&D division, Next Generation Plus weapon systems, focused on designing armaments that required as of yet undiscovered technologies, energy sources, or materials with impossible tensile strengths or conductivity. Though at the time it was deemed little more than a publicity stunt, a part of Vanadium's talent retention strategy, we speculate that these weapons could be indeed developed using the material harnessed by the ancients. We have located a New Jericho archive facility harboring the NG Plus Weapon Systems Research. So here we go, Grand Theft Auto. So it almost seems like if we have to go back to New Jericho, that's where I guess we can't avoid diplomacy. It makes it sound or seem like we can't avoid diplomacy lost with the big daddy over there, Tobias West, by doing this mission. Let's go find out where it is, just so we know. And it's actually nearby, to be quite honest. It's fairly nearby. And since we don't have to worry about extra mist anymore in the mist on our missions, looking very doable to me. Looking very, very doable. Okay, we've made it here. I don't know. Yeah, that might be some new resource. So we're gonna come down here and then make the big trip down south to start exploring. All right, we're back here for our two guys, Tomas the Terrible and Airhawk, to gain some more training since they're two of our lowest level recruits. So that worked out okay, I think. And we have an exploration site down here. The other thing I want to keep track of while we're here exploring is over here. Okay, we almost made it there. And we have. I don't know if there's any more exploration sites that popped up as a result. Let's just see what our stamina looks like on these ships. These in particular are the ones I'm looking at. So we aren't even over 10. That concerns me. We got to at least be over 10. So I guess I do break down and I do one more with these teams as far as checking out a haven with a question mark before we head south. I was hoping to get headed south sooner than this because, you know, the longer you dilly-dally and carry on, the bigger the chance for something else to happen. Okay, here we are. And nothing else popped up. So, as a matter of fact, before we drop so far down there, we have even closer research or exploration sites here, so let's just take care of them. Even though our stamina is not ideal, I'm not putting it off anymore. We need materials and resources. We got to get back in the saddle with regards to that stuff. And then over here, we're waiting for a flyer. Down here, we're exploring.
Research complete.
And Pandoran Goo has been completed. And does it unlock anything? No, apparently that all by itself doesn't really unlock anything of import from what we can see. Manufacturing, I don't think we have anything really new and exciting, so yeah, we'll just... And no new research was unlocked from that, so I think what we have to do next is to get what I want, is capturing somebody with the goo ability. That will help get us what I'm looking for. So let's keep searching. Flashbang. Our operatives report that there's some kind of firefight going on in an old factory with lots of small rocket ordnance going off. We'll investigate. As it turns out, there is no firefight. This is an old fireworks factory. Something has disturbed the warehouse and all the stock is exploding. After waiting for the show to end, our operatives move in and salvage what's left. So at least we do get some more materials out of this. We're up to a whooping 268 and a handful of tech. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we unlocked anything else down here for this team to explore. So we're going to send this team up this way. And I think... Nope. I chose the wrong way to go to get to the next ship. Let's go here and at least check out this question mark here as we are flying around. Alright, we've made it to exploration here. We're going to do just that. And we do have a flyer out, so all hands on deck. I missed the pop-up for that one. We are going to get over here, and it looks like it's flying in this direction. I'm going to go and pick this Anu Haven to fly towards and try to intersect with and intercept this Charun coming down. So at least we know manticores fly a little faster than they do. The basement of brilliant ideas. Our operatives set down in a small town far from other population centers. A house-to-house search reveals one place with a trap door in the floor. There is an entire bunker under the house. Looks like someone was preparing for an apocalypse. So we search it. The bunker is fully functional and well stocked, but its single occupant seems to have perished from the effects of regularly ingesting bleach. Our best guess is that this was part of some kind of religious ritual. So we gained some more materials, which is what we're in need of the most. We're up to 448, so I'm at least feeling okay-ish. We can replenish a mission that comes up, but that's about all. So we're going to keep exploring over here with our Manticore 1 and 2, seeing what we can find, and slowly building up stamina. And then over where the rest of the teams are, you're training. We're flying for an air game here, and we're headed up. How far away are we? We got a ways to go to that Anu Haven, so we'll keep our eyes down here. We may have another air game yet. Explore. And looks like we may have air game. Oh, the Charun's not there yet, so you know, while we're here, let's see if we can trade for materials before the guy shows up. I'm happy with that trade because we needed materials. And we're getting to the point now where, you know what else we have out here? We have a technician. We have 2 technicians available. And I'm almost thinking we may interrupt your... We just may interrupt your little training routine over here, guys, and have you go over and collect us up a technician, depending on how expensive they are. Let's check out Haven Info. Well, it doesn't look like we could afford 2. We can afford one of these guys, at least to get us going. Food-wise, we could afford a lot of them, but they do cost a lot in tech and materials. So let's just see if there's any special things here. Yeah, there's not going to be anything special because they're level 1s. That's probably why they're even in the realm of exploration. Let's make sure this guy's level 1. Yes, he is. I think the other guy might have been a little cheaper. I'm not sure. We're going to send a ship over there to do some hiring. And since you are the closest ship, we're going to send you guys over and interrupt your training. Well, no, actually, we do have a closer ship that can pop up here. So we're going to keep you guys training, to be quite honest. And then join up with your team down here and handle it that way. All right. So now we need to destroy the enemy aircraft. This time we're looking at the RAM, which is also visual guidance, and we're looking at spikes, which we cannot avoid. Fortunately, by themselves, they don't do a ton of damage, but I think they outrange us, so we're taking a hurt on this mission. So the big thing is we're going to focus on the spikes and deal with the weapon we can't dodge first. And this one, Pandoran weapons have extra accuracy. Just the last thing we wanted to hear. Accuracy is improved now, apparently, to 60%. Or I don't know if that's the... Yeah, I think that's the adjusted improved percent, because usually the spikes are 50-50. And here they come. And it looks like they all hit. So if they hit too much more like that, we won't be able to dodge the ram anymore. Oh, we need to hit and take that thing out before more spikes get shot. I think we're going to have one more round of spikes. Yeah. So we're switching over to the ram before that hopefully gets to us now. And let's hope our afterburners hold out, because if they're taken out, we won't be able to avoid the ram, and we better shoot it down before it reaches us. Afterburners are barely limping along, but at least we have them. And at this rate, we might need them, because we keep missing. I think we're going to dodge. Okay, we took it out. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's... one more hit, and it's gone. Okay, that was the tougher of the fights that we've completed so far, but we now have our third disruption point. We gained some more attitude with the Disciples of Anu, so as long as the Karens keep choosing Disciples of Anu Havens to fight over and attack, we're going to be gaining our fair share, apparently, of food and diplomacy with the Disciples of Anu. So, you know, I don't mind if they keep sending out flyers like this, because that'll climb Anu right back up with the rest of us as far as diplomacy. Because right now, well, look at that. They're already back up to 22% support friendly. Pretty soon to be supportive, because we did that first mission of theirs. So, in fact, one more Karen over a Anu Haven will get us supportive with all three factions. Could you believe that? In my dreams. In my dreams. So we're going to send our Manticore back to base to get replenished and fixed up with those afterburners again. And keep our eyes open for yet another flyer. And I think I'm going to keep my eyes open here, because once we get to this haven, it sometimes isn't good at notifying us unless there's a story going on there. And there is no story over here. I wonder, did anything else... Okay, we have exploration. We're just going to pop over here to this exploration site, since we have one, and try to gain some more goody-goodies while we're here. Alrighty.
The Disciples of Anu Haven is under
Okay,
attack.
we have a Disciples of Anu Haven invasion at Dilbat. Let's see where that is. Guess what, guys? I think we can make it over there, even if we finish our exploration here. So let's do that. Maps of the Earth. Anagnostes of Ison, formerly a professor of geography at a major university in the Old World, is highly interested in the Phoenix Project and proposes an information exchange. geography, we may pick up some new sites that could help us, especially since we need... Scavenge would not be a bad thing to find right now, so let's exchange our information. And we do pick up a couple scavenging sites and a couple of Anu havens. The world is changing rapidly, the Agnostes says, and understanding the new shape it is taking on will be essential to the survival and evolution of humanity. Let's see if we can see where those new scavenges are. Briefly, when these things appear, they have a little exclamation point blinking above them, but I never seem to find them right away. Let's go check over in the Americas, because sometimes new sites appear a long ways away. Yeah, I don't know where these new sites are. Okay, there we go. We got one all the One of these is a heck of a long ways away if we need materials. I don't know where the other one is. I'm not going to spend time right now. We'll see it as we're flying around, I'm sure. We'll go, aha, look at that. A place to explore. So let's take these ships over here and head over to our haven that we want to help out over here. And there we go.
The disciples of Anu Haven is under attack.
We seem to have another one that's under attack. The disciples of Anu at Girsu. Let's go find out where this one is. Oh, that's a long ways away, and they're going to lose. I don't know that we're close enough to be able to make it up there, especially from down here. I don't think we can make it in time. I have a feeling we're going to lose because this one is outnumbered. It's not in the mist, so we don't have to worry about it being corrupted, but we just aren't going to make it up there in time. Let's face it. So we'll just continue what we're doing down here. I feel bad for Anu, but we're at least helping one of their havens, and we'll keep it at that. Alright, so we are back here with our airship to get repaired. We're almost down here to an or maybe we already are to the exploration site. No, we're still trying to get there. Now we can explore. And let's see how far away we are to this other haven. Okay, we got a ways to go.
The Synedrian Haven is under attack.
Oh boy, are they all out coming at us now. They are all out coming at us. Let's go see where this one's located. Oh my lord, we'll never get there in time. And that's Synedrian. We need to at least attempt. I don't think we can make it. I really don't think we can make it. But we're going to try. In fact, we'll even send you down here. Not the Aurora, but our other ship. And try to get all our choices down here. Now, if we only make it with one ship, well, guess what? We're not going to... we need all three if we're going to do this defense. I just don't know that we're going to make it in time, but we're going to attempt it. Yeah, it's one of these that's just going to disappear before we get there. One of us made it. But that one is not enough. One is not enough. And look at that. That's going to blink out just before the other ship gets there. Doggone it. And that, because of that new thing... It's not a void omen per se, but because of that new effect of delirium, that may become corrupted. Let's find out.
Haven destroyed.
Okay, it totally just got destroyed, not corrupted. So, phew, we dodged a bullet there, if you want to call it a bullet. And we now made it to what I believe is our other mission that we made it to. So this is the one we're going to do. We'll have to remember to get our other ships retargeted, reoriented after that, and go from there. And let's do this mission. It's daytime, thank goodness. And what I think we're going to do is let's see what everybody's stamina is looking like. It's below 20. And that would still mean -6. Oh, that just eats terribly into our willpower. So I'll tell you, this is what I'm thinking. Well, this is what we'll do down here. We'll take you, Alexander, to have you on the team. And anybody that has, we'll take off the 3 others that have the low stamina so we can continue to climb that back up. Hopefully nobody else will lose a limb A couple of us need potential med. Oh, you're not going. Oh, this guy. Yeah, a couple of us might need a med kit attention at the beginning of the mission. But let's go figure things out. That gives us 8 of 8. We no longer have the ability to take an extra soldier after we lost that extra mist situation. But let's get ourselves outfitted and let's get going on this mission. That's what I have to say about it. Now, we don't have anything to add to you. SP to spend. Your weaponry is fine with me, Dark Admiral, so we're going to move on. Sean, scalp it. I don't know. I think all I'm going to do with you, since your strength is okay-ish at this point, we'll eventually want to add more, because you can carry everything we need right now just because you have squatter. So we're going to focus, even though you only have a couple things that require, but pretty soon you're going to get stuff that can use more will. We'll pop that into will for you right now. The other option, yeah, we're going will. Could have given you a little extra speed, but we'll leave it like this. Is there anything else I want to switch on you? You got the good weapon. We already upgraded, so we're good there. Felipe, H11. You're looking a little rough, man. You're looking a little rough. Oh, man. So we don't have any other new weapons for you to use. So I think we're just going to keep you with the excess grenades. I'll tell you what. Oh, we'll go just because you have aimed burst, and we learned our lesson already. I'm gonna learn from that and give you enough ammo to use it if we have the opportunity. Jackrabbit, you're one of those. We're resting and oh, you look. These faces are getting wrinkled and really scarred up. I'm telling you, I love the looks of that. I can't tell you how cool that is to me. Let's see. Yeah, we want you along for a little frenzy help. I would love to be able to pick up Biochemist in addition to what you bring to the table. We're going to give you an extra med kit since we have extras that need healing like this guy. And we're going to give you that extra med kit. Max, you're sitting down. Ramex, you're sitting down. Oh, someone else up here was sitting down. Oh, yeah, Jackrabbit. And then you are the one I'm going to give us an extra med kit like that. And you do have ready for action so we can slip that shotgun back in after we heal you up, because that's just a little too low for my tastes. And there's nothing else to give you at this point. You're over encumbered until we heal you. That's going to be my motivation to get you healed right away. And then Alexander, you know what we're going to do also with you? Unfortunately, we don't have an extra clip, so we're going to make a clip. Let's go back, and we have an extra clip here. So I may go with an extra shotgun clip. We'll just have you carry the extra clips that were so we have backup for anyone who might need it, and do it that way. I don't think there's any other weapons that really need a lot of backups, because I have a lot of those. I have a backup there, and I have you with backup, so I don't think I need to bring any other clips other than those that aim burst, and you can't rage burst or anything yet. We'll do it this. Whoops, we're not going to the armadillo. That's in the base. Let's go down this way. And let's give you those extra clips that I just produced. And make sure that aimed burst doesn't catch us by surprise anymore. So if we have to, someone can hop on board and pick up an extra clip that they may or may not need. Okay, I think we're ready to go down on this thing now. All items on this battlefield will be automatically recovered, which is always nice, because I tend to not remember to pick things up. We'll see you down there. Alrighty then, so we're in a little bit of a slummy situation over here. I see two individuals we could potentially get to our side, and I see a nasty little Acheron. Oh, and he's a pretty good level guy, and he has a lot of hit points. So so I'm hoping, other than him being able to call reinforcements, I'm hoping that we don't get too many extra reinforcements, because with him there in such an outnumbered fashion where Anu was outnumbering them, we should have the advantage if we can get rid of him soon enough that he can't switched the balance by calling in a ton of reinforcements. So that's going to be our first challenge. And in fact, I'm almost thinking that Alexander, it's in our best interest to charge you forward, depending on what else we might see, to get you in a position to start zapping this guy, to be quite honest. Does this guy have what other weird abilities? He can restore the Pandoran armor. I do not like that one. He has goo, so technically, don't we need to capture somebody with goo? I'm gonna make that a goal. I don't know if it's gonna be possible if there's a lot of enemies in the path of getting over there. Let's just start right off the bat, and we can free somebody along the way. Well, we're seeing the first enemy. Okay, he's out of the picture, at least initially. He's a hitman though, and he doesn't have the most hurtful of weapons, but it's still hurtful enough. Oh, okay, they're both over in the same direction. So as long as nobody's in the path to this guy, I'm charging. I am charging. Oh, I probably spoke too soon because now someone's gonna... Okay, you're still okay. We do have to be aware of you because it looks like you have a shotgun. Yeah, no, a virus rifle, which doesn't even hurt us too bad. So far, let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, now a potential claw dude. Okay, no, he can shoot. Now he can hurt with his weapon. And what do you have the ability to do? Doesn't look like you're only level 2, so we do have mind control help if we get to that point and you maintain. So I think I'm just going to come all the way over here, trying to keep whatever distance I can from them. Now the bad news is, as I just realized this, you could get gooed, Alexander. You could get gooed. the fault in the plan right there is oh man, that's what you get for just rushing on in without totally thinking through the situation. However, I do have a jet jumper. No, actually, unfortunately, we don't have. Yeah, we don't have the cannon, the boom blaster with you yet. Yeah, get us all frenzied before we start moving. Oh, we even frenzied this guy, if he can help us. And no, nobody we've found so far that has any stompy, helpy legs in any way, shape, or form. So I'm unfortunately gonna. I feel like I'm gonna be missing. Now, do you have a shot on anybody? Just that thing. Sean. I'm almost feeling like I want to keep you there to overwatch over here against movement here. Now, what weapon does this guy have? That's the one thing. The maniac. That's also a dangerous weapon. Do I dare keep you there worrying about this guy gaining a line of sight and shooting at you? I think we're going to play it that way. I can come over here. We can definitely get close enough for a regular. This is probably too distant for a quick aim, I'm guessing. Or I wonder how good your arm is. Let's test out both those things because you've got cover.
Here's a little trick.
Your arm is good enough to hit both these guys for us. So we're gonna give that a go. Well, let's just check and make sure we're making the right decision. Well, that's a pretty good shot also to do some damage there, but once again, that's also not guaranteed. So I'm going with the grenade, to be quite honest, to start out and see if we can get limb lucky and start the thing that way, and also damage 2 instead of 1. And I think we got limb lucky, if you want to call it that, just not the right limbs. Now maybe we've opened up a line of sight to them, and we did not. We did not. Now we've opened up a line of sight. If I want to stay on the roof and try and take out the sniper, At 170, I would not have the ability to take him out. At 130, if I could hit, along with 30 poison, that would get us into the territory. No, probably not. That would get us close into the territory of being able to take him out. And I know, Sean, you're going to yell at me for moving you and not giving you your kill zone overwatch. However, to get rid of a sniper, I think this move is warranted. Let's go find out if I'll regret this decision. That's a pretty damn good shot.
Missed by
Oh my God, how did we miss? Oh my Lord. We'll back you off a step. Oh man. Oh baby. So we're looking at hefty will numbers over here. Let's see who else we can get over there to help us out. I do have you, this guy. We're supposed to be getting you healed, unfortunately, this first turn. But if your arm is half as, or all as good as Felipe, if your arm is good enough as Felipe, we'll be okay. Well, let's find out.
Let's do this. Taking action.
That was nice. Did we take out any equipment? No, but this guy, the hitman's gone. So Sean, your miss did not come back to haunt us. The hitman is gone. This guy can still shoot us. This guy can still, I believe, regenerate. And yes, he can. So this guy is still a threat. Bleeding 50. So that's okay the way we started. Now, unfortunately, we have you inside, Dark Admiral. And it's not like you can jump out of there either. So that's going to limit your first turn tremendously. The other thing we can look at doing, you can only get this far for a grenade. No, we're just going to run you straight forward, give you some cover, and hopefully be able to help us out coming up.
on the double.
Disciples of Anu Priest. Well, I think we can get close enough to, let's put some virus in the guy, maybe. Yeah, because the guy you can see, I think, is the... Oh, you can see them both, but you'll be in cover. And they're going to want to go for the structures, right? That's what we're going to say. Oh, we can't see the thingamajigger from here. Oh, no. Which one is this guy? Is this the guy? Oh, that's the hitman, so we're not wasting a shot. What we're going to do instead is move you forward towards this thing to maybe help us out coming up. And then Yaya, we're also pushing you forward a little bit. Unfortunately, he moved himself. Yeah, that's going away. There go the reinforcements. And there goes the resurrect with nobody dead yet, and the goo. Now don't move away. We might be able to zap you if we're lucky. That could be the world's dumbest Acheron. Oh, unfortunately, he did that before leaving. Okay, Alexander, we played, I think we're just not close enough for you to be able to zap it. Now that I look at it, we're a step away, and you are gooed, and that's disappointing. I can't tell you how disappointing that is. Do you happen to have a grenade, my friend? No. Do we have somebody anywhere nearby that could throw a grenade onto Alexander And you know what? This is the way we're going to play it. We're going to do a controlled jump here and see if a grenade can reach, my man. It's going to keep you out in the open against other things that might be able to hit us. But right now, we need a grenade tossed to undo some goo. Yes, we will hurt Alexander, but that comes with the territory.
Executing.
And we'll just throw it on everybody, I guess. Try and get rid of that goo.
Target hit.
The goo also removed. Now, we need to move up. Too bad we were just that close from being able to do 2 zaps on this thing. Can you believe it? And we need to do 2 more. We got to find a way to do 2 more. And too bad we don't have a technician yet that has remote control. That would have been helpful. But you know what we'll do now? Shall we run and hide? Well, actually, the grenade really didn't hurt us all that much, right? And before we check anything else out, you don't have any more grenades. So we want to make sure anybody that we move up there to help us out has some grenades like Yaya to help us from getting ungooed. So let's run you. Oh, you can't run over that way. So we're going to run you over this way to get him on our side. And Yaya, you can't really. We're going to have to give you some semblance of cover here. Like that. Now we have a Disciples of Anu Berserker who can dash a little bit. And it looks like he is level 4, but he cannot breathe mist from what I see here. So I'm trying to think. We know we have a Triton here. Let's get dashing. Now if we do one more step, I think your little paralyzing arms take 2 actions. And otherwise, we can probably kill him that way. We're going to take one more step. We see this guy, and we're going to take him out. Via his 110 bleeding. That's how we'll take him out. And then what we'll do is find a path. It's not a great path, but this guy's, if he hasn't left already, will be. Probably spit out some more mist. We will have to worry about this guy unless he continues going after that structure. So I think what we'll do is just pull you back here. It looks like it's out of the mist for now. And keep you close. Alright. Disciples of Anu Priest. I may just stand you there because you will not panic and just virusize this thing just in case we have a chance, because his will points are already down to 32. So we're just gonna do as much virus into this thing as we can. Because if we can also find a way to get him panicked ASAP, that would also be a good thing. So he's got 18, so in technically, 2 turns, he'll panic from the virus alone. So now I'm left with the decision on where, and there's an Umbra. I can see the glow. I'm getting better when it's not at night, finding the glow of the Umbra. I think what I'm going to do is, just because he doesn't have that thing to shoot at anymore, and he might shoot at us, I'm going to bring you back here. I would like to keep you closer to this guy, but, can't always have everything we want. Now, let's see what you can see, or who you can see now. We can see a reinforcement, and we can see that reinforcement. We have an Anu there, so we're going for this reinforcement on the other side. We're going to take a shot, and we're going to overwatch him, is my plan and thinking right now. How many hit points does he have? If I can find him. 260. So yeah, we're definitely not going to kill him with one shot. So we'll go back to our regular weapon, and we will pick him out and start the damage. And then hopefully, good shot. Hopefully we can overwatch that far. Not quite. But we're going to hope he's going to run into our overwatch, because we can set it pretty wide and play it that way. Now Felipe. Now once again, we might be able to do some damage over here, because he's only a 90 guy. He's a 90 guy. So that means we have another grenade. And you know how far we can throw our grenades, because we are Felipe. And doggone it. Well, we could throw it there. We might not be able to reach that guy with a throw. So we're going to come over here, all because, can I run this way more? No. It's because I can't jump down from this. I can climb up to this pipe, but I can't jump down because there's growths on the other side. Oh, how inconvenient is that? We're going to test out our throw. And we make it. We can do it. We can make it. And that takes away his weapon? No, it took away his other arm. So he still has his weapon, although he's bleeding. 2 turns. So hopefully, if we're lucky, he doesn't get close to us his first turn. Well, you know what he's going to do. He's going to shoot that. And then he bleeds out. So, okay, good enough job. Good job. So what we're going to do now with you, this guy, is I believe we're going to heal you. That sounds like the first order of business. And so I do not forget, and I have it in front of my face, we're going to do this. And I don't think we can throw and reach anything from here. So we're just going to move you forward too in a cover position. You can try shooting at you. Well, that's not really a cover position now, is it? Stuff's in the way, though. And if I move you here, that's kind of a dead end we got to run back out from. So I guess I'm going to move you here. That's pretty distant. I have a feeling he's going to shoot there. I think you'll be okay.
Rolling out.
Famous last words. Alexander, you're done. I think that's about it. Let's go see what they do to us. So he ran into the mist. Oh, there's another guy that was there, so he didn't have to shoot, but he's going to bleed out. We know that. And they are just focused on the structures. Now that the structures nearby, all of them, are gone, they'll start focusing on us. Now that priest is going to panic on us. What's the Acheron going to do? Some kind of spray. And we're back in business, guys. We are back in business. Now this guy is a thug. He has a hurtful weapon. Well, this guy is a ghoul. He has the virus weapon he's been spreading around. And I think we're in a position where we need to zap. Now, unfortunately, by doing this zap, we're putting ourselves in harm's way. Alexander, just throwing that out there for you. But we've almost, I repeat, we've almost got him frozen in place. And if we stay right there, we'll dare him to shoot at us. How about that? Hit your own guy if you want. Unfortunately, this Disciples of Anu, yeah, this guy didn't move, so we didn't get a chance for your amazing Overwatch. But you're really the only one that can really and go at him. So we're going to go at him again. It wasn't a great shot, but we're going to give it a go one more time. Like I said, it's not a great shot. So let's kind of focus more on the arm, since it's about this similar chance to hit anyway. Yeah. We're still going to place Overwatch over. Well, he's going to shoot it. He's probably not going to move. Do I have better Overwatch somewhere else? Not really. We're just not quite reaching everywhere. So I think I'm just going to keep your Overwatch, and let's hope he moves this time. Now we have our Disciples of Anu Berserker. And he has enough will to get over here and slash this guy. He's panicked, and this is his turn to bleed out. So I'm kind of feeling like let's dash you over here. Now you also, by getting you close to this guy over here, you'll be close enough to zap him with your paralyzation things too. I just don't know how much paralyzation they give off. I guess we'll get a sense here in a moment. So if we come here, we have the option to slash or paralyze. So let's look at that option. Let's come here where we know there's no mist. Well, I guess that doesn't look like mist either. Now, if we paralyze, it applies 24 paralysis, which would do it for this guy. So that seems to be the safer of the option. Okay, so he's now paralyzed. And let's stand behind our paralyzed friend. Oh, this is an Umbra. So this guy that was a hitman turned into an Umbra, because I don't believe I saw the touch of the void. Holy smokes. What we need to do now is get some help over here in Overwatch fashion for this guy behind. Unfortunately, he'll be in our line of fire for the Overwatch that we're going to put out. Because I could get two of you over here for some decent Overwatch against an Umbra. An early game Umbra, if both of you can hit solidly, you would be able to have a chance to take him out. So let's try that. I'm gonna get you guys close and Overwatch the Umbra here. We have to worry about getting shot at with a virus, though. That is a little bit of a concern.
I'll be right there.
The other thing I can... Okay, you don't have the shotgun, or do you? No, you just don't have a shotgun. And before I switch, let's make sure you have ready... Yeah, let's just fill you up so it's all there, and I know exactly what we're dealing with here. And we'll Overwatch. And then we're going to get you, this guy, to Overwatch that guy too. Except if I get you close enough, you have full will. So if I kept you here, you won't panic in one turn. And we're going to Overwatch you with, actually, the shotgun. Once again, that all can be thrown into the wind if we get hit hard with this weapon. So we're not guaranteed if I get you this in this position. And that looks like miss, this does not. That we have a line of sight on this guy depending on how he runs, and if he runs straight for us, I need more shots. So we got to take the risk, we got to take the chance with this particular shot and Overwatch.
Area covered.
All right, now we have a priest. This guy, this Acheron, has no will. He could be Mr. Panicsville coming up here. So, since you amazingly have not panicked yet, priest guy, and I don't think recovering will help you any way, shape, or form, we're going to see about getting you in a position, since you're going to panic, to at least get some virus in this guy over here. What's his will looking like? 11? And if we're going to try to get virus into anybody, this is the guy. Whoop-de-doo-dah, 4. That's not going to get anybody panicking at that rate. Unless, now the other thing, okay, we still have jet jump here. So he has 411. If we killed this guy out, this guy's going to die. That'll get it a little lower. Yeah, we just don't have options. We don't have enough options yet. And we aren't close enough with you, Dark Admiral, to get you over there to be able to do a controlled jump and a mallet. And you can't really see anybody all that interesting at a decent range for your big gun. So I guess what we do is we get you a lot closer to help us out next time. And the guy's virus rifle would give you be lined up with you there. This guy might be able to shoot you if we come here. So there's no magical, perfect, safe position. So we're going to bring you here. At least they got to move to try and shoot you to limit the shots against you.
Moving fast.
And then you'll be closer to really be able to help us out. I'm going to hope this guy panics and doesn't do anything. So we're finally getting down to dealing with our last few enemies here. And you also look touched by the void all of a sudden. It's frustrating. These guys don't always start with touched by the void, but it's a challenge to keep an eye on when the touch hits them. Let's see who we got left. I think we're just about done. Alexander, we're keeping you there. Yeah, I never did come up with a plan for you. You can't really get anywhere with a shot. So I guess what we'll do is we're going to bring you, say, right around here. You may get shot at by one of these guys, but you're pretty centralized, except maybe for Sean back here to get people frenzied. Because I think that wears off next turn. And can we panic anybody? Well, we know he's going to panic already. We don't see anybody else. Not really. Yeah, I can't really mind control or do anything over here. 18. Yeah, I don't have enough to mind control the Umbra. So I'm going to bring you... Well, we're just going to leave you right there. He panicked, but now Alexander can be shot at. Uh-oh. Okay, that is the Umbra. We didn't take him out. He ran away from our shotgun overwatch. But that's okay. He didn't do as much. The early Umbras, thank goodness, they aren't as deadly as the late game Umbras. And we did take a virus shot. There you go. That's the kill zone we've been waiting to have happen at last. Except I think that's an Umbra now. Okay. So, unfortunately, we can practically capture this guy. But he's panicked right now, right? So maybe what we got to do is freeze this guy first and then get ready to zap this guy next and play it that way. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, there we go. The question is, where do we go next? Where do we go next? Because he can tear down anything he wants to get wherever he wants. So I guess we'll just kind of keep you here, Alexander, and play it that way. And now let's deal with the Umbra situation. We're going to have to hurry on the Umbra situation because we have, okay, it's only 2 virus, so we are not prone to panic. We like aimed burst a lot, so I think we're going to use aimed burst. on the Umbra, and that should take him out. Now let's see, do we have enough shots in the clip? And yes, I think we do. Umbra is out of the way. That means you
Receiving
over
loud
here,
and
this guy, could do your own aimed burst, because I think you also have enough. And really put a lot of hurt in this guy. And see if that'll work. Alright, now I'm hoping our little friend over here can help us out and finish this thing off. And we're feeling a lot better about the situation, at least over on this side. In fact, don't run too far away. You're probably going to have to re-zap over here. And in fact, does zapping take will? Oh, it takes will, and you don't have any... Well, you have just enough will to zap. You just need the action. So we may have to re-zap this guy. Okay, now let's move on. This side of the field is handled. Now we have to see about him coming off panic, and then we're going to have an Umbra somewhere over here. I don't see a symbol for it, but I know the guy was touched by the void. Unless you killed him so handily, Sean, that you shot the void out of him. One can always dream about something like that. And Sean, I'm not sure where to have you aim right now. There's really nothing out there to shoot at that I want or need to hurt right now. So what we're going to do is, just Overwatch against a potential Umbra over here, where somewhere over here we shot an Umbra, or shot a guy that's going to turn into one. Let's keep a lookout over there. We are going to re-frenzy now everybody we can over here, and that's pretty much everybody over here. And that will help us out. So now that I've moved you as our heavy over here,
I'm ready.
we need to start looking over here towards this Umbra that'll be coming at us instead. And cover's really not going to matter, so we're just going to put you right here, Dark Admiral, in case that Umbra is closer than I realize, because I do not see the symbol on it. We'll hunker down and go like that. Yeah. There's nothing else really to panic or anything, so we're going to keep you right behind Dark Admiral, or right near Dark Admiral. And what did we see? We saw the enemy spotted. Oh, that's enemy we already knew about. Now we have kill and run from you. We'll just move you up a little bit.
I'm ready.
And you don't have any more movements. You could move a little further. Alexander, we're just going to keep you there, and this may be it. There he was. He was hiding. So this is an Umbra that doesn't quite see us. So that means we can do this now. And this time he's close enough to us so we can do a double zap. We have captured an Acheron with goo ability. Let's hope that gives us a track to our own goo boots. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm counting on. You will not panic out, plus you're frenzied. We're just going to get you moving all over. We got to get all hands moving over to the Umbra side now to end this thing. Except for you, Disciples of Anu Berserker. I want you to come over here and re-zap this guy, because he's cutting it a little too close. That's better. And now,
Keep it together,
this
operator.
guy, let's get you switched over this side. And I think we're just waiting for an Umbra to make himself seen at the moment. I'm getting the sense that that's all that's left. And he's in this mist area, so I think we can afford to move forward and overwatch as we go against him coming out towards us. Oh, that's misclick. I was supposed to stop there so I could overwatch. Oh well, we'll move you up here to hunker and take the hit if he's closer than we think. And Sean, you are unfrenzied. We're going to move you up, trying to get you close to have a shot
Moving
for
in
us.
quick.
There he is. And he's back over there. They've really got to fix the perception on those guys, don't you think? Well, we'll send our vehicle over here so he can see the vehicle and maybe run towards the vehicle. And then have everybody else ready as he runs towards the vehicle to do some overwatches. Oh, you can't step up here, can you? Well, that's not good. What I am going to do is just to get everybody plenty of will, we'll come up here for our overwatch. So we can try damaging this guy as he moves towards us. I guess we'll just keep you right there with your overwatch. We don't know which way he'll try coming, but we'll, as we're repositioning everybody over that way.
Receiving loud and clear.
Moving to coordinates. Overwatching.
And we just about should have everybody in Overwatch. You'll be able to join the party
Watch out.
after
I'm
this
moving in.
turn, Sean. And he's totally visible right now. So let's end this here and now.
I'm here.
And you don't have enough for the big burst, so we'll just do 2 shots,
Taking aim.
and that should do it. Okay, oh so close, Felipe H11. You're almost up to that level 7. Will you be the first? Does that mean you're in the lead to be first? Look at that. And they destroyed almost half of the structures, so we lost a little bit of experience there, didn't we? All right, so we get a nice payoff, a nice pickup in attitude from Anu, and all is good. And we get that Acheron, so hopefully we have access, or will have access now, to the next goo research. And we failed to identify the origin. We are supportive with Anu. And I guarantee you this is where it came from. So it's not like we don't know where that attack came from. So let's get into research. We have, look at that. We captured the goo thing, so we already have access to a goo repeller. I like that. I like that a lot. In fact, we'll move it up and keep the vivisection first. And yeah, we'll do this order. We'll do this order for the moment. Although we did shoot a lot of the virus weapons, and until I reverse engineer that, I don't think we can build new ammo. So we're going to start running low. So I guess I'm going to prioritize that over the goo repeller and do it in this order. They're all, you know, less than a day researches anyway. So, and then heavy cannon. We got to not forget that, because I want to do that mission for a friend also. So there we go. We also have new personnel that we could hire. So this mission went out long enough just because we took so long to find our mission. And we'll look at personnel and hiring and all those cool things that we're very close to being able to do next time. I hope you enjoyed today's mission. This is Zigzag Zog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. And I really do, as I always say, I really do hope to see you next time.